What is going on, Kalamazoo, Michigan? You are listening to DJ Escobar here in Heaven's Ghetto at 619 Radio FM. We have a very lovely guest with us today, a Miss Larisha McCall, 2015 Columbia College graduate with a bachelor's in social work and psychology. And she is currently pursuing a master's degree in vision rehabilitation therapy here at our very own Western Michigan University. Now, while that is definitely a mouthful, congratulations on all those accomplishments, Miss McCall.
Thank you.
No problem. Now, it's funny because I tried to get a little background on where you're from, and even you had a little trouble with that. I understand you're an Army brat and you lived a little bit of everywhere, right?
That is correct. But honestly, if I could pin any place as home, I would have to say it's South Carolina. Definitely.
Okay, right. And I understand that you attended Columbia College in South Carolina, which is why you're here today to tell us your opinion on the recent blackface incident that happened there. So first off, can you shed a little light on what happened exactly?
Yes, there was basically a photo sent out to all of the students that attend Columbia College, and it caught wind on Facebook, and I received a photo of three white Columbia College students who had smeared black clay all over their faces and captured the picture saying, "Drink the motherfucking Kool-Aid."
Now, how does this affect you personally? You know, how did you feel when you saw those women dressed like that on your news feed?
I felt hurt. I felt enraged because this is not what Columbia College stands for. We stand for diversity and inclusiveness, not divisiveness.
Right. So is this some kind of trend now? Have you ever experienced any discrimination during your time at Columbia College?
Escobar, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if this is a trend or not. People are already coming to these girls' defenses saying that it's some sort of beauty mask. I personally do not believe that. Have I experienced racism at Columbia College? Of course, but it's more like a dog whistle racism, if you know what I mean.
I actually don't know what you mean. That's the first time I ever heard that term myself. So, for the people out there, can you explain, and for myself, so can you explain exactly what dog whistle racism is?
Of course I can. It's basically the same concept of a dog whistle. It's a frequency that only people of color, African Americans, Hispanic, Latino, whatever you want to call it, it's something that we can only hear. And it happens on our jobs. It happens in our schools. It happens on the news. And it's just basically we can only react to it, and people who are not of the minority, they just don't understand.
Most definitely. So, can you give us a real life example, something from your life perhaps?
Absolutely. I will take you back to my junior year at Columbia College. I was in the social work program, and it was about time for me to start my internship. I remember my professor walking into the classroom, and she began talking to us about presentation, basically how we should look when we arrive to our internship. And she specifically noted that our hair should not be looking unkept when we arrived. This bothered me, Escobar, because I was sitting in the middle of her classroom with a picked out afro.
Hmm. So, what was the ratio between white women and black women in this class?
The class was majority white, but there was myself and two other African American students.
Were they also wearing afros?
No, they were not. They had chosen to keep their hair straightened, but it still bothered them nonetheless.
I hear that. I definitely hear that. Me myself having dreads is considered unprofessional, but I definitely hear where you're coming from. So if everyone at Columbia College is listening right now, what would you say to them?
I would say that I love my alma mater. We are Columbia College, and we stand for diversity, not exclusiveness. We are black. We are here. We will not be silenced about this issue or any other in the future. we will continue to fight together, stand together, and heal together.
Right on, right on. I want to thank you for listening, Kalamazoo. That was just Larisha McCall giving you that real talk here in Heaven's Ghetto at 619 Radio FM.